So one day after the Super Bowl, it's time to get ready for high school football. And amidst all the paperwork and enough red tape to wrap the town of Hillsborough around, Van Smith joins us now. As you have to feel like you're Steve Spurrier coaching the Tampa Bay Bandits in the USFL. You're going to start in late winter, and you're going to finish up here hopefully in the late summer or midsummer.
Yeah, this is strange, very strange. Luckily, kind of a mild weather day today, temperature-wise. But it's funny. It's like playoff season when the coaches are getting dressed for practice. They're putting on layers and layers. They're getting their muddy boots on and getting their toboggans ready and their gloves and to go out to practice on the first day of the season. So it's strange.
It's different, and we only have 10 gigabytes here, so we won't ask you how much the pandemic has affected you as a coach, because we could go on for years about that. Wyatt Jones played his first game as a Mercer Bear on Saturday in lacrosse at Lenore Ryan. He's been your starting quarterback the past few years. So let's start with football here. What's it looking like at the quarterback situation with Wyatt now making Georgia?
We got Nigel Slanker, who was a JV quarterback. A couple years ago, he was Nigel's backup last year. He got limited time during the season, but tell you what, he's really stepped up in the summer after everything shut down and we lost our spring. Him and a couple other seniors kind of took upon themselves to kind of organize some get-togethers and throw the ball around one another and things like that through the summer, and try to keep guys interested and keep their hopes up and keep them thinking about football. When it's been so frustrating in all aspects of life, but just we're talking about the football. But it seemed like every deadline that we approached, the closer we got to it, it would get pushed back again. And then it would get pushed back again, and then it pushed back. So it got to the point, the boy that cried wolf came into your mind, that will we actually have a season or not? Once they said, okay, we'll start in January. Will we really, or is it going to get pushed back again? Numbers started trending in the wrong direction, and we started hearing things that just didn't sound good, and didn't know what would happen. You saw how many volleyball games were lost, or not lost in terms of not being able to be played due to the virus and people being exposed one way or another. It's already happened. Our ladies basketball team started the season with quarantine.
Right.
So you just never know. But lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah.
And today was the first day, and we were excited. We know it's very, very different. Whereas we're usually one of the first sports to start the school year, and some people kind of have to wait on us to get done to get some athletes. And now we're kind of tucked in the middle here, so we're waiting on some other sports, to get our athletes.
Right.
We're missing a lot of kids. There's some kids that just aren't going to play, and they've talked about themselves and their parents and their families and loved ones, and they've decided it's just not worth the risk. And I totally respect that, and I understand that, and I don't blame them at all. Everybody has to make the best decision for themselves and their family. And we got some eligibility issues because unfortunately we've been remote learning for an entire semester. Unfortunately for some kids, that just didn't work out very well.
Right.
And I've talked to coaches all across the state that are in the similar situation. The kids have been forced to make decisions to play one sport or another. Kids are got some eligibility issues. There's a lot of seniors that will be playing this year that went ahead and graduated early and early enrolled in college. So everybody's going through these pains of the unknown, and it's been thrust upon us in all aspects of our life. But high school sports and football in particular, it's just something we're having to just take it day by day. And I was telling a guy the other day, and I talked to my wife about this, that if there ever was a season that you didn't put so much emphasis on winning and losing and winning championships and conference championships and making playoffs and playoff runs and state championships. But you know what? Let's just do this for the kids. Let's just go out. Let's have some fun. Let's play the game like, you know, it's supposed to be played. And, you know, let's just enjoy ourselves because we've lost so much and so much been taken away over the past year. It's just good to get out and play and just be kids and play. Right. And so, being honest though, it's just not in my DNA to not go out and play to win.
Right.
You know, that sounds great.
Right.
But when the rubber meets the road, you know,
you're a competitor.
You're a competitor,
right.
And that's the way it is. But I'm trying. I'm really trying to check myself and just remember that these young men have lost a senior year, half a senior year. They've lost so much of their experiences of high school, from the academic side to the social side, the athletic side. You know, and last spring they lost their proms and things like that. You know, their graduation ceremonies. You know, I was talking to one kid about from my classes about getting work done and being able to pass and graduate, and you don't want to come back again. You know, you want to move on and graduate. You know, you don't want to have to come back. And his response was, "Well, that might not be the worst thing. At least I'll get to have a senior year." Yeah. And I thought, does that just not break your heart to understand what these kids have lost, what they've been going through? You know. Yeah. So again, trying to really keep those things in mind and keep my mindset on remembering what these kids have lost and now what they have the opportunity to experience, even just a little taste of it. You know, 7-game season is not much. But for the seniors, it's their last hurrah. You know, it's their last chance. How many games those 7 we actually play?
That's right.
We just don't know. You know, but if we've learned nothing else over the past year, one, take nothing in life for granted because you can lose it in a flash due to circumstances totally beyond your control. Right. And number 2, if you don't have purpose in your life to get out of bed and work for something and have a goal to focus on, is life even worth living? That's right. And so, you know, giving these kids a purpose, a chance to be here, a chance to work together, a goal to work toward, and then again, just to get out of the house and to get back to some semblance of normalcy and just have fun. Just have fun being a kid playing a game that kids love to play.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's kind of what we're trying to focus on, you know, and let the chips fall where they may, and we'll see what happens.
Well, the first game's going to be 2 weeks from this Friday.
That's right.
East Chapel Hill.
That's right.
And we look forward to many more chats like this during the year. We'll be here out and about when basketball's not away or what else is going on. It's a unique time, but we got a lot of things here on the website. Coach, we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Yes, sir.